sports and entertainment, I want you to hit the like button. Make sure you sub to the channel if you're not a member, and also hit the notifications to get all of my content, all of my videos. Um, before I get a little busy, I want to talk about the situation real quick. I'm not going to harp on them too long. Got some other things that I got to take care of and everything. But I decided that I wanted to speak on how I feel about these situations that's going on right now. Um, Salute to the whole entire LDBC, Lions Den basketball and boxing community. We are talking hoops and we are talking football right now. And salute to all of the people that rock with me, day one, new subs, everybody that rocks with me. And if you don't rock with me, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that's cool too. You know what I'm saying? We still going to continue to do our thing, man. Please hit that like when you come in here. All right, hit the like, hit the like, hit the like, double tap the screen. Show your boy some love, man, for real. I get started, man, in another 40 seconds or so. Um, I hope everybody feeling all right, man. We've had, I mean, during this time, man, we got pretty much everything. We got boxing going on. We got Super Bowl getting ready to happen. Then we got the trade deadline that's getting ready to happen in 3 days, and a little less than 72 hours coming up, man. So we got some of everything that's gonna be happening, man. We're keeping a close eye on everything, but nonetheless, um, still gotta roll with the punches, whatever happens. Uh, Check this out, man. All right, now you know how I feel about this Jimmy Butler situation. Okay. Um, of course, you know I've been on Jimmy Butler's side with the situation that's going on with him and the Miami Heat, organization with Pat Riley and that little debacle that's going on over there. But according to reports, um, Jimmy Butler. What's up with it, Stephen Green? Hey, y'all hit the like when you come in here, man. Double tap the screen and hit the like, okay? Hit the like button. According to reports from Brian Windhorst, Jimmy Butler has rejected the trade offer from the Warriors, and um, does not want to play for the Warriors. Okay, basically being a diva, basically acting like um, you know these guys owe you something. No, really, honestly, Jimmy Butler. Like I said, I've been on Jimmy Butler's side, but now I'm starting to wonder about Jimmy Butler. What's up with it, Octavius? I see you in the building. He said Paulo with the Sports News Butler chose was was best for him. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's not the way it works, Stephen. You're not at liberty right now to really act like it's I could dictate where you go. Listen, you're not of a caliber, unfortunately, of a LeBron James. You're not of a caliber of a Steph Curry. You're not of a caliber of a Giannis, of a Jokic. You're not an MVP conversation. Your next step is gonna be out of the league, like what Octavia said, like to Washington or Charlotte or some shit. Take that motherfucking team, like you still got expectations. The reason why you don't want to go over there is because you still got expectations. Now he's not a role player. I disagree with you on that, Octavia. He's not a role player, but to say that you want to go over there, you want to be the man. What he's supposed to do? What's up with it, Bruce Gas? I see you in the building, man. Make sure y'all go sub to the homie Bruce Gas, boxing, jazz, and more. Hey, Bruce, man, I told you, man, I don't got you blocked or whatever, man. I don't know. I don't know what happened. No, he's not a role player, man. You can't be a role player and lead your team to 2 finals, okay? So let's just shut that down. Then on top of that, you asking me what is Jimmy Butler supposed to do? Nigga, you supposed to humble yourself. Shout out to 2 Raw for TV because he was the first one I saw talking about this. Listen, I agree 100% with what 2 Raw said. Jimmy Butler, in the beginning when he played for Chicago, because you got to think about it, Jimmy Butler came from Texas, okay? I know Jimmy Butler's story. Okay, this is a guy came from humble beginnings. He was a humble guy. Okay, was not heavily recruited in high school or none of that shit. He went to a junior college, only received 1 scholarship from Marquette. Okay, so he was very humble, playing with the Chicago Bulls organization. Started off, did what was necessary for the betterment of the team. Okay, was known for mainly his defense and everything. Worked his way up and worked on his offense, sort of like Kawhi Leonard or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Then eventually got better. Now, I think in my eyes, he's a superstar. He's a really good superstar, but he's not of an upper echelon superstar. You know, he's not that MVP level superstar. You know, on a consistent basis. But right now, you're not at liberty because now these organizations are looking at you because your trade value has kind of gone down. You got the reputation now of being a diva. You got the reputation now of being a cancer to the team. What's up, Stay True? I see you in the building, man. You said Carmelo said Jimmy going to get black, but he probably is. Jimmy can still be a star player on Washington. Man, listen, man, I don't want that for him. Listen, if he's going to act like this, then if you're going to be hearing reports about him going to Prime Rib and all these other places or whatever, you know what I'm saying, instead of being focused on the game, then I'm going to give you the smoke. Now, have I been on Jimmy's side? Yes, I have. And on top of that, y'all got to realize Jimmy Butler is making more. He makes more than LeBron James. Okay? He makes more than some of these players. And he's sitting up in there complaining, nigga, take your ass to Golden State, nigga, and go get a ring. You still gonna have expectation. I know Golden State right now, they're not the dynasty that they used to be. But even though you step up and Golden State, you still got championship expectation. Hell, you go to Dallas, you still got championship expectation. If you won a motherfucking championship in that organization, you still got expectation. What's up with the sheet? I see you in the building, man. Should he go on a team that he happy with? Right now, listen, you don't have the time. That's why the teams are not wanting you, because you sitting up here trying to dictate shit. Nigga, you better take what's on the plate. Listen, if he goes to the Suns, he's still not going to be the first option. He might be the second or third option. Most likely the second option or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But even still, you got to think about who's had the keys to the organization for the longer period of time, and that's Devin Booker. You understand what I mean, Octavia? So, listen, man, Jimmy Butler, he ain't no role player, no shit like that, man. If you average 21 in the season and then you boost that up to 27 and 28 in the playoffs, that ain't no role player, man. You know what I'm saying? If you averaging damn near 30 plus points against teams like the Bucks and shit like that, that ain't no role player. That's not no goddamn role player. You might as well go back to Chicago. Well, yeah, they just got rid of Levine. They just had that trade or whatever that just took place. Levine over there in Sacramento or whatever. But really, I mean, honestly, man, Jimmy Butler's trying to win now. He wants to win the championship. But you ain't got no, you're not acting like you have a championship mindset. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all want me to be on Jimmy Butler's side all the damn time and stuff like that, but I can't in this instance. And now I understand where the nigga ticket is coming from. I understand where 78 is coming from. I understand where 2 Raw is coming from. Even though I parted ways on some of the things that they were saying, but one thing that we all agreed on is that Pat Riley didn't make the situation no better. But Jimmy Butler ain't making the situation no better. I was trolling with the role player comment, but damn, he rejected. Yeah, he did. What the fuck is wrong with you? Now, I know he's going through some personal shit right now. He's going through some personal shit with his baby mama and all that other shit, all that drama, stuff like that. Listen, that wears on a man. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you got off the court shit and stuff like that. But you're not making it no better with, coming up in here like Ticket said, with your hair and all this other shit. Motherfucker, you worried about your hair more than getting on the goddamn team. Man, just go ahead, man. Do what you just have regular cornrows or regular dreads or some shit like that. Why you gotta come with all this damn wild shit like you got down in fucking Kiss or some shit like that, man, or the band or something like that. Man, just get your motherfucking hair done. Get whatever needs to be done. It'll cut the shit off. Whatever you're gonna do, come in there ready to play, man. Like, I'm just saying, man. I mean, I'm serious, man, but I'm just laughing at that shit that he's doing, man. Like, he wasn't doing this shit. Like, man, you don't know if you want to be a goddamn, a fashion fucking designer or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Or if you're trying to show up on some Kanye shit at the goddamn Grammys or some shit like that. Or if you want to play basketball. Yeah, time is running out for Jimmy Butler, man. And listen, do I feel sorry for him? No. Only time I felt sorry for him is the fact that Pat Riley didn't do nothing for him, and placed no weapons and putting him in a position to win that very next time. But now, now we're in the now. Now we're seeing, now all this stuff is coming to light. Now you see why the Miami Heat organization, suspended you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want to have nothing to do with you and shit like that because you up in here trying to act like you done won multiple championships, like you Steph Curry, like you a two-time MVP and a finals MVP, a unanimous MVP. Now, if it was Steph Curry doing this shit, okay, yeah, and you done brought championships there and all this other stuff. But, man, right now, you need to humble your motherfucking self. What, because you don't want to help Steph Curry get another title or some shit like that? Nah, man, take what's given to you. Take what's given to you, because at the end of the day, you won't be the only one that jumped on the team and got championships and stuff like that. I mean, look at Durant. He did that. You know what I'm saying? Lots of other players in time did that. Look at Bill Walton. He did that, because of injuries and stuff like that. Lots of players done did that. You know what I'm saying? Look at AD. Went over there with LeBron. Got him a chip. Got him a ring. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie. LeBron went over there to Kyrie, back to Cleveland and everything. Miami. They joined forces together. You know what I'm saying? Look at all the guys that won in Dallas. Now that we talking about the Dallas, LA stuff. Look at Jason Kidd. Went over there. Got him a ring. Ended the career. You know what I'm saying? Jason Terry. Got him a ring. Ended the career. You know what I'm saying? Just go over there, you up in it, but now it's too late. Yeah, listen, man, I don't spit nothing but facts, but the thing about it is, now you fucking it up now. We got a little less than 72 hours before the trade deadline. Okay? We're a little bit less than 72 hours before the trade deadline, and you possibly are gonna be in another place where you don't want to be. You're gonna end up in Washington or some shit like that. Then next thing you know, you're gonna be out the league. You don't want to run with Steph and Draymond. Yeah, man, shit, I'll run with them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, are the Warriors what they used to be? No, they not. You know what I'm saying? But you still got Kuminga. You still got Steph Curry. You still got you still can do some damage over there. Now it depends on what they gonna give up, but now it's over with. You got, man, that's out of the window. And then Phoenix, everybody keep talking about this Phoenix shit. I want to say this. Listen, Ticket said this months ago. Okay, he said this months ago. Everybody's still talking. Oh man, you gonna go to Phoenix? You gonna go to Phoenix? It's not gonna be that easy. You know why? Because the conundrum is Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal got to be willing to waive that no trade clause. You know what I'm saying? Now the fans have been like, on him and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They've been being disrespectful to him and his wife and his kids and all that other stuff or whatever. But Bradley Beal, I don't see him doing it. Not unless it's a last minute type of thing. Other than that, he ain't gonna be able to go to Phoenix. That's the only way he could go to Phoenix, is if Bradley Beal waived that no trade clause. Other than that, he ain't going to no damn Phoenix, man. And on top of that, do you really? You know what? I gotta think twice about this shit now. Do you really think that Jimmy Butler is gonna make Phoenix better? They're gonna automatically be a contending team? Do you think that he wants to be a second fiddle? Do you think that he wants to be a third wheel or some shit like that? I don't know, because his ego is out of control. What's up with it, Lemon Pepper Lou? I see you in the building. Make sure y'all go sub to the homie Lemon Pepper Louisville. It's up to Bradley Beal. Yeah, it's up to Bradley Beal. He got to be like, you know what? I'm gonna waive that no trade clause and do all that other stuff. Bradley Beal announced that he will not be moving the family. Exactly. Bradley Beal is not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? He ain't running. He ain't doing none of that other stuff. So, like I said, that rules out Phoenix. I'm glad y'all coming up in here and y'all know what I'm talking about. Everybody think it's so easy. Sham Sharania said the shit is not easy. Brian Windhorst said the shit is not easy. You know what I'm saying? I think even who else talked about it? There was somebody else that talked about it on one of the mainstream media or whatever. They said it's not going to be easy for them. It's not going to be an easy fix for them just to automatically get Jimmy Butler over there to Phoenix. You said Bradley Beal's wife may tell him what to do. Well, you got to think about it. They got into it with the fans and shit. You know what I'm saying? They were being disrespectful. They were talking about, Bradley Beal, hurry up and trade Bradley Beal for Jimmy Butler. But that ain't gonna make your ass better. Hell, you got to deal with a cancer in the locker room. You got to deal with a motherfucker that when he don't get his way, he pouting and doing all this diva shit. Boy, Polo cooking on that foreman grill. Man, you call it what you want to or whatever, man. Shit. You know what I call it? I call it barbecue. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? We could go ahead and we could slow cook too. We could do it gumbo. You know what I'm saying? We could go ahead and put it in the slow cooker, roast, whatever it is. But I'm not letting Jimmy Butler off the hook on this shit, man. He know better. Look, and you know better than I do, Alex. You know better than I do, man. I ride with Jimmy Butler, but in this instance, he wrong, Lou. He wrong. So he said, so what happens if the Heat don't trade Jimmy by the deadline? Man, it's going to be continue to do the same shit. You know what I'm saying? And he probably, listen, he probably going to be AWOL. And he's going to have to come off the bench, or he probably just going to have to stay there. I don't know what the fuck he's going to do. But we got a little bit of time before it's going to happen. But he's going to get out of there one way or another. You said KD going to take... Well, shit, man. Well, the thing about it is listen, but KD ain't no leader like that. I like KD. He talented and shit like that, but he don't know how to... He's not a leader like that. You know what I'm saying? KD ain't no leader like that. KD the type be like, you know what, I can't handle this shit or something like that. He ain't even getting along with Booker right now, Lemon Pepper Lou. They not even getting along because, it's some friction between them and shit. All his whole mentality is when he wasn't getting along with Frank Vogel, in which y'all were in a better position than what y'all was last season with Mike Bootyhole. Y'all were in a better position with Frank Vogel. Then you got him fired. Bradley Beal not wanting to shake Frank Vogel's hand. All this shit acting like you won championships and shit. Get your ass out of here. You ain't won shit, man. But you don't want to shake Frank Vogel, who is a championship coach. You get mad and crying and shit like that. Y'all in 8th or 9th or some shit like that. I think Phoenix is and shit like that. Last time I checked, y'all was in like 4th or 5th last season. Phoenix was with Frank Vogel. Nah, he don't confront. Then what do? He go behind people back and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to hide. And then when you get confronted like a nigga Draymond did and shit like that. And I'm not saying that Draymond was all that right for what he did and shit like that. But man, you can't even stand up for your goddamn self. You had him run your ass up out of there. You said these modern day players disrespect these head coaches. Yeah. Frank Vogel had no reason of being fired in LA. Frank Vogel had no reason being fired while he was in Phoenix. Go look at the motherfucking records. Go look at the records last year where they were. And I had Scrub Zero over here coming on here telling me, oh yeah, Frank Vogel's a terrible coach and shit like that. He's a champion. Got the same amount of rings as Doc Rivers. Salute, the real. You said, they said Jeremy is messing with, man, don't nobody give a fuck about that shit, nigga. What are you messing on the court? I don't give a fuck who the fuck you fucking. Man, you can fuck 1,000 hoes in the WNBA. I want to know, are you going to play in the NBA? I don't care about that dramaticism and shit. That's what's wrong now. You worried about piercings and all this goddamn hair, putting a perm in and shit like that. Don't nobody care about that shit, man. You think Kay Cunningham give a fuck about that shit? That's why he winning. That's why they want Kay Cunningham. That's why they want SGA. Everybody worried about his hair and who he fucking and all this other shit. Nigga, I don't give a fuck who the fuck you fucking. I want to know, are you fucking up niggas on the court? That's what I want to know. Shit, man. And that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to find a bad female, go have a date, do whatever the fuck you got to do, go get in the jacuzzi, go smash. After that, get the ass, go back to doing what the fuck you want to do. You said these older players need to hurry up and retire. Well, listen, this is my problem with LeBron. I don't give a fuck if you're 40. Kevin Willis played in 40. Fucking Kareem Abdul-Jabbar played when they were 40. But they knew when to step aside. Vince Carter knew when to play at 40. Nigga, know when to step aside. You ain't the man no more. You're not the man. Okay, I don't give a fuck how old you are. Hell, you can play till 50. But you can't be 50 years old still trying to be the face of the league. And that's why they want you up out of there. This is a clear slap in the face. They're going to build around Luka. Even though I don't think the shit going to work out. Shit, man, he going to be up in there, man, starvation mode out in L.A. This ain't Dallas. Dallas, they cook good over here in Texas. Nothing against L.A. and no shit like that. Nigga, they cook good out here. That's why he gained 270 and shit. Out in L.A., man, them motherfuckers, you walk in L.A., I don't know if any of y'all motherfuckers been to L.A., but L.A., everybody is like, got very little body fat. Everybody so fucking trying to be the best version of themselves out in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Weight requirements and shit like that. That's why Pat Riley, you see all that shit that he doing in Miami, he adopted that shit from LA, because LA, you in the land of Hollywood and shit like that. Everybody trying to look fake looking. You coming from a land where Kobe Bryant took his conditioning serious. You can't step up in that motherfucker being 270, 280 and shit like that. Nigga, that's football weight. Yeah, I mean, they ain't got no barbecue. Nah, they eat good out here. Man, tell them, I'll tell you, they eat good. It would be crazy if Kevin Durant got traded out of nowhere. He probably would. That's why he probably shipping bricks too. I got a lot more respect for these young players. Yeah, SGA, you know what I'm saying? Ant-Man, you see Ant-Man stay in the gym. You don't see Ant-Man coming in weighing no 270 or no shit like that. You know, look, I know people like, oh, well, I don't care if Luka fat and all this other shit. Well, you better care about that shit, because every time you turn around, motherfucker got calf injury, got lower extremity, hamstring hurt, all this other shit. Because you can't carry that goddamn weight, man. You can't run up in that, nigga. You got to at least work on your body. For all this shit that y'all give LeBron, at least that nigga come into shape. That nigga 40 years old in way better shape than goddamn Luka. Rob is tired of the clown show. I don't blame him. Can't be bullied no more. You got to set the tone. You should have did that a long time ago. You should have did that shit a long time ago. But you let this old porn star ass bitch do what the fuck she want to. Luka drink too much beer. Jordan drank a lot of beer. Dennis Rodman drink a lot of beer. Larry Bird drink a lot of beer. Nigga, they still showed up. Hell, fucking Jokic drink a lot of beer. He had yet to miss a game. I think he missed like 1 or 2 games this season. That's it. I don't want to hear this motherfucking excuses. How much beer you drink, how much liquor you drink, how much weed you smoke, how much lines you snort, how much lean you sipping, how many hoes you fuck, all this other stuff. Are you gonna show up on the hardwood? Man, that ain't true. Not if you run that shit out. Mono Ginobili stay drinking beer. Tony Parker stay drinking beer. They was winning championships and shit. Shit, just run that motherfucker off. Get your ass back in the gym. LeBron James drinking wine like crazy. Man, like I said, I don't give a fuck how much you drink. Are you gonna be in the gym the next morning? Does he want to be great? Does he want to be late? Like Lou. You play football. Nigga, that's football weight. 270? Nigga, you might as well be a goddamn lineman in the NFL. When Jimmy was wearing Jordans, balling, ever since he signed that. Well, look, man. I'll say this, and then I'm gonna move on to Myles Garrett, because this shit is making me so upset right now. I'm upset at Jimmy, y'all. I'm sorry, man. I might be, man, he had a linebacker weight and shit like that. Look, all I'm gonna say, Jimmy got to get his shit together, man. Like, you gonna have to, at this point right now, you can't turn nothing down, because your options are getting limited by the day. You really don't have, you can't dictate where you want to go, because a lot of people don't even want to deal with your headache. You think OKC want to deal with your headache? Hell no, they winning. You think the Rockets want to deal with your headache? Hell no, they winning. You think Boston want to deal with your headache? No, they winning. You know what I'm saying? You think New York want to deal with your headache? No, they winning. You think Detroit, they on the up and up, they on the come up. I said that it might be a good place for Jimmy to go, but now looking at it now, no. 6'6", he about 6'7". You know what I'm saying? You said he's old to play, too damn old to be acting like little ass kids. Yeah, exactly. Shit, man. Man, these young niggas is got more maturity than them. Let me go ahead and move on to Myles Garrett real quick. As you know, Myles Garrett, the defensive player of the year, pass rusher, one of my personal favorites. I called this out. I don't know if Lou remembers. I said Myles Garrett is gonna want out of here. Everybody was like, nah, Polo, you capping. All this other shit. Now, according to reports, Myles Garrett has requested a trade from the Cleveland Browns. Yes, sir. He's been there, what? 7 seasons. I think, how many seasons he been there? I think he been there 7 seasons or something like that. He been there too damn long. 7 or 8 seasons or something like that. Myles Garrett done been there 8 seasons. But listen, Myles Garrett, everybody is gonna be after Myles Garrett. Do you hear me? He changes the whole entire structure of your defense. I think if you put him on a team like the Commanders, if you work out a deal with the Commanders, they are a legitimate threat. Because what was the problem in the NFC Conference Championship? It was their defense. You know what I'm saying? If he goes to the 49ers, him and Fred Warner, you're not going nowhere. You're not going nowhere. Okay, you put him over there with the Steelers. That was I'm thinking about teams that had bad defense or whatever that could have did a lot better. Put him over there with Watt. Guess what? You automatically legit. But either way it goes, Myles Garrett is gonna be up for grabs. Everybody gonna be reaching and grabbing for this dude. This dude changes your whole entire defense, man. I'm telling you, that was the only thing that they had going at the Browns. They sure didn't have no offense. You said run defense. Yeah, exactly. And see, now everything, Lou knows this. Now the dynamic is starting to change a little bit. Now you're seeing a lot more. Like you look at the Philadelphia Eagles, right? And hell, if he goes to the fucking Eagles, they could possibly get over the hump. Now, look, you look at what's going on at the state of football. That run game is starting to come back. Lou knows this. He plays running back. I love the running game. I'm glad it's back. The Saquons, the King Henrys. You know what I'm saying? These guys. You know what I'm saying? The Jones. All these guys, man, are bringing the running game back, and that's what you need. I used to like it when the NFL was ground and pound. You know, a little bit of throwing. You know what I'm saying? Not too much scoring and stuff like that. And that's what the Eagles bring to the game or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Your quarterback ain't got to be the most dynamic in the world, but they getting the shit done. He could game manage, or you know, if he got to be good, then he'll be good. I think that Jalen Hurts, you know what I'm saying, he needs to go up to another level. He needs to play at that Super Bowl level that he did when he made it there the first time. Myles, Garrett, Fred Warner. Man, hey, man, that would be destructive. And then y'all getting all y'all pieces back healthy again. Oh, man, that would be great. But we got to look at the situation that's going on with Debo. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on with Debo. You know what I'm saying? Y'all took a big old hit with Brandon Ayuk being out, Lou, and on top of that, Christian McCaffrey, he still wasn't safe. You could tell he was still kind of hurt or whatever. But man, if the 49ers go after Myles Garrett, I'm willing to put them in the NFC Championship. Y'all thought I was capping when I said that the Commanders was on the come up and it could possibly come out of the NFC. And look what ended up happening. So I could see this. Myles Garrett with Fred Warner. Whoo! That's something to look for in the definite offseason or whatever. But that's the biggest offseason. You said Myles Garrett would be a good fit. Yeah, he'll be good fit for the Cowboys. But see, there we go again. See, does he want the drama? He'll be like, damn, I left this shit to come to this shit or whatever. It's with the Cowboys, it's starting to be same thing every single season until Jerry Jones, you know, go to the. Yeah, I don't want to be disrespectful, no shit like that, but until he stopped having so much, you know, control or whatever, you know what I'm saying, then the Cowboys thing will work. But other than that, because I was about to say until he go up to the upper deck or whatever, but some people be thinking I'm talking about him, you know, transitioning and all this other shit, and I don't want to be all that, you know what I'm saying. But either way, Myles Garrett, he changes your whole entire defense. And I want Myles Garrett to go to a contender. You know, if he goes to a place like the Rams, you know what I'm saying? If he went to like the Rams, you said Myles Garrett can't help. Yeah, I mean, he can, listen, he go anywhere. I think we're good where we at though. Our problem was a fumble. You know what I'm saying? That was it, Lou. We had the game. It was a fumble and miscommunication or whatever. We're on point, and then on top of that, you got to realize that we were playing short-handed, Lou. We didn't have Chris Godwin. And we were missing a couple of key pieces to our offensive line. Other than that, we were straight. But will he help? Hell yeah, he'll help. Hell yeah, he'll help. But I got to get up out of here. Make sure y'all go sub to the brother Lemon Pepper Lou. Make sure y'all go sub to Stephen Green. Shouts out to the whole entire LDBC, Lions Den, basketball, boxing community. Straight to the point. Holler at y'all later.